Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm going to be doing a design on my left hand today. I am going to be doing my right hand as well, but it's just going to be painted literally just all black. I'm going out tonight for a meal for a family, like a family member's birthday. It's my partner's mum's birthday. So we're going out for a meal with the family. I'm wearing black like top and shoes with blue jeans, so I'm going to go with a black design and some white as well. So I'm going to be using this foil here, which is from Charlie's nail art supply, sorry. So I'm going to be using Blackout from Gel Perfection as always, and I'm going to pop 2 coats of this fully completely on my index finger, pinky finger and thumb. And what I'm going to be doing is just designing the middle two, because I don't want them to be too crazy, because I've decided I'm going to use peely base underneath the gel polish design, and I'm going to see how it holds up, because usually I've only ever used peely base to basically like put nails on for a video, like do a design for a video and then take it literally straight off like 15 minutes later. So I actually don't know what the staying power of the peely base is like. So I thought this would be a good way of testing it out. So I'm going to be leaving these on for the duration of the meal at least, to see how it lasts basically, and whether like while I'm eating my food one of them falls off or something. Because I don't know at all like how sort of long it's going to last. So I just thought this would be the perfect time to find out. So I'm going in, like I said, 2 coats of the black on the index, pinky and thumb. Now I'm actually not doing anything with this like to ensure that it lasts longer sort of thing, because I don't really want it to last. The only time I want them on for is this meal, but if I end up sitting at the table and taking all the design off my nails and just having my natural nails like I have been for the past few days, like, it's not a problem. If it was something more like if I was going on holiday for a week or something, obviously I wouldn't use that to be able to test out this, because I wouldn't expect it to last a full week's holiday and stuff, in and out of water and things. But I just thought this would be a good test. So I'm not going to finish this video like completely until after the meal. I'm basically just going to wait till after the meal, and then once I get back I'll show you what my nails look like whether I've still got it all on, or whether it came off, or whether I felt for some reason I had to take it off, or you know, whatever the reason may be. I'm purposely not going to the very edges, like the very sides of my nails and stuff, because I do still want it to come off easily when I want it to come off. So I don't want to accidentally sort of like encapsulate the what's it called? What is it called? The peely base coat. If I go around the outside of that, obviously it's going to be really difficult for me to be able to lift the base coat off if I get it sort of like stuck underneath the gel polish sort of thing. So I'm just going to paint this nail off camera, because I can imagine watching me paint this is quite boring. I'm doing the exact same thing on all those 3 nails. I'm then going to I'm going to cure them. I'll cure my thumb separately to make sure it is nice and cured, because it is obviously a dark colour, and I want to make sure that it's not sitting on my nail under cured. So yeah, I'm going to do this coat on this one and another coat on those 3 again off camera, and then we'll come back and sort out those 2 middle nails. So I've decided I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on the black. So I'm not using an actual black glitter, I'm using the Fairy Lights top coat from Gel Perfection, because it goes lovely over basically any colour, and it's super nice. Like, just, I don't know, like there's enough glitter there for you to see that it's glittery, but it's also quite nice and subtle as well. So I'm just making sure to do a really thin coat. I don't want it too thick where it's not going to cure, but I also don't want it really thick either, because I don't want like loads and loads of glitter. I just want a nice sweep over the top, just like that, like just a little hint, just enough to see that we've got some glitter, but not where it's going to take away from the 2 main designed nails that we're about to do in a second. So the design's going to be nice and simple, because to be quite honest, I don't want to spend like ages and ages like 2 hours doing a design on my nails, just knowing full well that I'm going to take it off really soon. And like I said, like it's literally only for tonight, so we don't need to go too crazy. And then I'm just going to put a bit on the thumb as well. I absolutely love this top coat. Like I said, goes with everything. Really is beautiful. And I'm also, as well, did mention at the beginning, not going to be basically doing any nail art on my right hand at all. I'm keeping it as simple and easy as possible for myself. So I'm just going to do the same as these 3 nails on the other hand. I'm not like messing about with the nails too much because I don't want to like accidentally lift the base coat by accident like too soon. So once I'm happy, I'm going to pop that into the lamp. Actually, I'm going to do the second part first. So I'm using Foil Me from Sparkle Supplies UK. You might have noticed that it's not been on the website for quite a while. Lorraine, the owner of Sparkle Supplies UK, has been having problems with the supplier, I think. So she is testing out currently new foil gels to be able to sell. So at the moment, Foil Me isn't available. But she is in the process of testing out new ones, so she can sell a foil gel again. But obviously she is a perfectionist and she wants, I mean, especially when it's got a follow on from Foil Me, because this stuff is brilliant, as we all know. So she really wants to make sure that the next one that she puts on the website is just as good, if not better. So to keep us all happy and make our lives with foil easier, like Foil Me does for us. So I'm just going to do a coat of this on these 2 nails, all over the nails, and then I will pop them in the lamp for a full 60 seconds to cure that top coat and also the coats of Foil Me. So I've cut some of the foil off, and I'm now just going to choose like the area of the foil that I want to use. I'm going to use this part here for this nail. I'm just going to twist it round a little bit to get it where I want it. It's a bit awkward because it's folded the opposite way then I'm going to be using it. So I'm just going to press that onto the nail, straighten it down the middle first, and then go down the sides afterwards when that's all where it needs to be. Probably wasn't the best idea to use something where I need to put pressure on the nail when testing out this base coat, but never mind. So I'm just using the nail on my other hand to just make sure that everywhere is stuck down. You can use a silicone tool for this, or you can just use your finger just to press down on it, make sure it's all stuck. And then I can take it off when I think it's all stuck down. And then I'm just going to peel it back in a bit slow motion, and that'll give me a chance to see if everywhere is stuck before I just rip it off. And now I'm happy with that, so I'm going to move on to the next nail. I'm going to choose where I'm going to use. It's not as easy as it seems. So I'm going to go in with this bit here. I'm going to place that over the top, again straight down the middle to make sure that's nice and neat, and then I can go down one side, down the other, and then over the top with my nail to make sure it's all stuck. I'm just putting pressure on absolutely every part of the foil. Just going to lift that bit and then put it down again, make sure it's smooth. And then once I'm happy again, I can take it off. Just really making sure that I've put pressure absolutely everywhere. I'm not bothered if there is any areas that are not great, because we are going to be doing like a design on top of the foil, so it's not really the end of the world if anywhere doesn't stick properly, because we can just do the design in that area. This bit of the foil doesn't want to stick. Oh, it's because my base coat is coming off. That's really frustrating. So I don't know if you can see, but on the foil, look here, there's a little, like, the area of my nail where you can see it. See if I can peel it off here and see what I mean. So it has stuck, which is great, but the actual peely base itself has come off, so that's a bit frustrating, but never mind. Like, I am testing it, so I can't be annoyed if it doesn't go perfectly. So I'm now just going to do another coat of the peely base on this, but we'll work on this middle nail while we're waiting for that. So then we'll catch up like that. So I've done just another coat of peely base on that ring finger. So while I'm doing this now, that'll obviously be will be drying. So I'm just going to get a palette. I'm going to wipe over it, make sure it's nice and clean for me to use. And then I'm going to use some black gel polish on a nail art brush to do some nail art on that middle finger over the top of the, what's it called? My mind has gone really blank. On top of the foil, that's what I was trying to say. So I'm going to use my Bestie brush from Erin's collection. I will show you in just a second. I'm just going to give it a quick clean. So yeah, I'm going to be using that one to do this design because, well, because it makes sense, because it would be good for this design. I don't know why I went into such great detail with that, like there was more to it. Got a bit of lint on it, so just getting that off. There we go. Right, so I'm going to go in with the black gel polish. And basically I'm just going to cover some bits up, like just random patches. So I'm just going to create some random shapes on the nail. To cover some of it up. I've got some of that peely base on me. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to fill it in. I've got a feeling these nails are going to be off before I even go out tonight. But never mind. I just want to make it really clear as well that I haven't actually done anything that would mean it would last longer, like if that makes any sense. Like I've not put it on a rough base, like or anything like that. It is on a shiny base. I've basically applied it like I only want it to last for a video sort of thing. So this isn't like the ultimate test of like how long this base coat lasts, because I've not put any effort into making sure it does last a long time. I just wondered basically whether it would last or not, and the only way obviously to find out is to give it a go. So here we are. Considering I wasn't going to go right up to the edge, I've really gone back on that, haven't I? I'm just going to get rid of any on the skin. I'm just going to bring that in just a little bit more, like make it more of a deeper shape instead of like a long flat one. I don't even know if I'm making any sense at all, but I know what I mean. Just want it to come in a bit further basically. There we go, and then I'm going to do one more just down here. And start it about there and end it about there, but just a little bit further up. There we go. Just something a little bit different instead of just the casual, like typical full coverage foil. And then we're going to outline the black areas as well, so it stands out even more. Okay, there we go. I don't know how long I was out of focus, I'm really sorry about that, but there we go, that's what it looks like. Totally random, but that's what I'm going for. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure. Okay, so I've decided against outlining it. I don't think that's really necessary considering the like patches itself is black. So I am just going to go over the black with the top coat that I used on the other black nails, just so it matches and there's not random patches of like really smooth black that doesn't actually match the other nails. So I'm just popping some of this top coat over those patches that I've just created. It's a nice subtle glitter, so it's not adding too much. I've put far too much on that one. It's not going to cure very well if it's that thick, so I'm just going to lift some off. That's much better. And I also don't want it to be big and bulky either, so I don't want it to be too thick. For that reason, right, let's actually make sure I'm focused and pay more attention to my phone. You can't really see a lot anyway, to be fair, because I'm doing such a small area. It's difficult to see. But basically just making it match the other nails. If I didn't glitter top coat the other ones, I wouldn't have done it on here. But once I've done that, I'm going to fully cure that. I'm going to pop a layer of rubber base coat on that ring finger, because I feel like the problem that I had with obviously that coming off so easily was that I put foil gel straight onto the peely base, and I don't think that's probably the best idea. So I'm going to put this rubber base coat on. This is Super Base. I've got far too much on my brush. This is Super Base from Gel Perfection. I'm just popping a coat of that over the top of the peely base, and obviously that'll be underneath the foil, gel as well. The only problem I've got then is that obviously rubber base coat, like any other base coat, is super tacky, so it might make it a little bit more difficult to get my foil application really nice, because the inhibition layer from the base coat may interfere with my foil gel, but we're not going to know until we try it, so we're going to give it a go. But this is what that middle finger looks like. So we're going to pop it into the lamp now for another full cure, and then I'm going to do the exact same to the ring finger of what I've just done with the middle one, and then obviously we're back on track and we can top coat and see how they look. For reference for the whole testing thing, it is 4 PM now. Our meal is 6:30, and then just as like a guide of what I'm doing, like I'm going to my partner's mum's house to pick up the family members that need a lift to the meal. I'm driving there obviously, and then we'll be there, like we'll do what you usually do at dinner, like eat your dinner and stuff like that, and then we'll be coming home and literally doing nothing. So all I've got to do is try and keep them on for how long it takes me to get ready for the meal, like change my clothes, put some makeup on, stuff like that, and then obviously get there, be there and come home. That is all I need to get through, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm just going to do this one off camera because you've already saw me do it, and then we can top coat the middle too and see how they look when they're nice and glossy. Okay, so this is them finished finally. I feel like this has took far too long for something so simple, but obviously we did have to redo that ring finger. It can't be helped. So this is what they look like. To be honest, I'm not really majorly a fan of them, but it's fine because they're only going to be on for like, well, however long they last. We'll obviously soon see. So obviously, like I said, I'm not going to finish this video here. We are going to wait and see what they look like later on today. So yeah, now is 4:15 and we'll see how they hold up.